Welcome to Made in Alpharetta, the only show dedicated to showcasing what makes Alpharetta so awesome. This is our first episode of Season 2, and I'm your host, Carson Cook. Today's episode is brought to you by the Alpharetta Convention and Visitors Bureau. And today I have with me the event organizers of Taste of Alpharetta, Hilary Lew.
Hey.
Claire Thurber.
Woohoo.
And Becca Raymond.
Howdy.
Thank you so much for being in the studio. I'm excited to get to talk about this special event.
Great. Thanks for having us.
And so this is the 29th annual Taste of Alpharetta, is that right?
That is 29th year.
So going strong for quite a while.
Yep. We started with 4 restaurants. And
Wow.
Now we can say we've worked up and so proud of the 64. We have 64 this year.
64 restaurants. That is quite a lot of growth. And that's not the only way that the festival has evolved over the years, right?
As far as how it's evolved, we are making quite a few changes this year that we're really excited about. We kind of wanted to just beef it up and keep it fresh this year. And we're going to be talking about different areas that we've highlighted and enlightened the culinary area, also the beer garden, and we've also wanted to talk about how all the new restaurants that we have in town and how we want to showcase them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of our big focuses for this year is to bring everything back to the food. So I think it's returning to the old Taste of Alpharetta roots, right?
Yeah. I think one of the new initiatives you have going this year is Taste with No Waste. One of you want to talk about that and what that means?
Absolutely. My favorite subject right now. So at the end of the event, restaurants are often left with food that's thrown away, which is just a complete waste. Mm-hmm. We were lucky to partner with the Alpharetta Chamber this year and help us with a wonderful organization called Second Helpings. If you're not familiar with Second Helpings, it's a non-profit food rescue organization whose mission is to reduce hunger and food waste in Metro Atlanta. Mm-hmm. Sorry, but I'm going to bore you with a couple of facts. So I was shocked to learn that 1 in 6 people live in a food insecure environment with no access to affordable food. So we are so proud here in Alpharetta to be able to partner with Second Helpings. And with the help of the Chamber, what will happen is at the end of the evening, the Chamber has kindly purchased food containers. They'll be going to the different restaurants, to the tents, and picking up the leftover food. Then, thanks to yet another wonderful partner, which is Publix, they provide a refrigerated truck, and we'll be putting the food in the truck overnight. And then the following morning, Second Helpings will come with the help of their volunteers and deliver to probably NFCC. That hasn't been confirmed yet, but somebody who is in need of the food. Very exciting. And sorry, one more fact. Did you know 40% of the food that's produced in the U.S. every year is never consumed? So
I didn't know that.
When I go in my fridge now, my poor kids are having to eat everything.
But that's good. Attendees at Taste of Alpharetta can enjoy their food easy, knowing that none of it's going to go to waste.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And another new thing, I think you mentioned, Becca, is the beer garden.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What's up with that?
So that's pretty cool. Yep. So this is another great new feature that we have this year, sponsored by Smile Generation, and it's actually run by 3 of our downtown Alpharetta businesses. Mm-hmm. They're going to be working together to bring in local brews, wines, liquors, and they've also helped us schedule some educational programming around the beers and spirits. So every half hour, we'll have a guest speaker from some hyper-local breweries like Jekyll and Currahee, and some Atlanta-based breweries or distillers like Scofflaw, Old Fourth Distillery, and 1821 Bitters. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's
so people can
going to be hop-in area.
Go to these educational events, and it's not just about drinking.
It's not just about drinking. It's definitely, the education is to help you appreciate what you're tasting, which is again, going back to taste. Yes.
Hilary, don't forget about my 30 minutes, which will be educating the US that people do not drink warm beer.
Busting up stereotypes.
Yeah, yeah.
Going back to the taste element, another sort of specialty taste area you're catering to this year is locally grown food, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, in continued support of our local food community, we've set aside this area called Locally Grown to highlight our food-focused organizations and some other nonprofits. But Locally Grown is supposed to shed a light on food, agriculture, and sustainability in a really fun and educational way. Again, tying in that education piece, because that's, I think, how we reach the community. So, for example, we have Bridgeway Christian Academy, and they're going to be doing herb planting for people to take home. Totally complimentary.
Herb or herb?
Herbert. But yeah, that we also have Cambridge High School's National FFA chapter, and they'll be doing a pollinator area. So they we'll have like a bee suit and veil for people to try on, an interactive beehive for kids to like look inside.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and they'll also have like varieties of honey that you can taste test to try to guess which plants the bees fed off of to make the honey. So yeah, the booths in this area consist of schools like these, local farms like Levity, which is actually a local farm that supplies to some of the restaurants that you'll be seeing at our event, like South Main Kitchen and Holmes. But then we also have other groups that'll tie back into the restaurant and the community. So one example is Alpharetta Chamber, who's doing second helping or like working with second helpings, but they'll also have little takeout boxes for a ticket that you can pick up, and again, helping with the Taste No Waste.
So it's all very connected. It's all a big community. I love that.
Well, it is. It really kind of keeps us going back to the event's all about food and what is the focus and where is your food source from? Like Hilary was saying about the locally sourced Levity Farm and the other farms in the area, they provide to our restaurants. So why not spearhead them and highlight them?
Awesome. And also talking about the community element, the events in downtown Alpharetta, and just over the past year, I've seen that area grow so much with new restaurants, new shops. Every day I drive by there and there's people hanging out, especially when the weather is nice. How has that growth of City Center influenced the festival?
Yeah. So you drove by probably on like Highway 9. Yeah. I think the construction of that over the past year or 2 years, it's popped up pretty quick. I mean, for all of that in 2 years, and everyone driving through Highway 9 has seen it. So it's brought a lot of visibility to the downtown area, and it's increased the footprint of downtown Alpharetta as a whole. So it's definitely stirred up a lot of curiosity. And I think that with all with the increase of the residential spaces, a lot of people are going to take advantage of the short walk to get to our event.
Yes.
So there's that. And then also with the other residences that were built nearby, biking will also be a really great option. And we have Bike Alpharetta, one of our local community organizations, and they'll be offering a complimentary bike valet.
And that'll be right on site. And just to highlight what Hilary's saying, we encourage those folks that live downtown, walk, bike, ride share, all of those opportunities are available.
Right. Yeah. So how does the bike valet work? It's just going to be...
So it's going to be organized by, like Hilary was saying, Bike Alpharetta, and they will be watching over it and have a great set of eyes. You'll just drop your bike off and go and enjoy the festival, and then come back and get it at the end of the night.
Awesome. So nothing to worry about, no reason not
That's
to
right.
work there.
It'll be safe and well looked after.
Awesome. Let's see. Are there any restaurants that are going to be new to the festival this year that you want to highlight?
Yeah, we're super pumped. Out of the, like I said before, out of 64, we've got some of the new downtown restaurants and others: Coalition, Citizen Soul, Home, Shade, Clean Juice for all your smoothie and juice needs. But also, I want to give a shout out to the restaurants that have been with us for many years, pretty much since their doors were open. Bite Bistro has been with us. Smoke Jack, I think, probably 15 years. Atlantic Seafood. So there are a ton of new ones and some old ones. With the great thing about it is there's quite a variety of cuisine. If you want barbecue, this is the place. If Mexican is your deal, come downtown to the Taste. They kind of got everything from smoothies to, and who doesn't like ice cream and cake or ice cream and donuts? We got it all.
You'll find me there.
There you go.
And so what were you going to say?
And the beer garden.
Yes.
That's right.
Rideshare, guys. Yeah, I'm excited.
And I mean, it's also great that you have so many people coming back year after year after year. They clearly love this event.
And two, I mean, we've talked a lot about the locals that come. What amazes us at the distance that people drive to come to this event. And it's it amazes us.
Yeah, we owe a lot. I mean, we definitely owe a lot to the Alpharetta Convention and Visitors Bureau for helping us spread the word about the event through all their publications in the Southeast, which really has made us one of the best in the Southeast. So
Yeah. And another, I think, a social engagement, attendee engagement thing is Social Box. What's that? What's that about?
yeah, so Social Box is a photo booth essentially, and I mean it asks you questions when you're in there. So there's a little poll, but that's actually going to be placed with the beer garden. So parents get
So
their
you get
beer,
people at their
kids
best.
get in there. Yes, and that as well. Those will be fun to review later.
Yeah. And so people just go in the photo booth and answer some questions.
Yeah.
And share it on social media, I guess. Let people everywhere know that they're having a great time at Taste of Alpharetta.
Yeah, and I really hope they do connect with us on social media, because you can follow all of the updates that we have for the event prior to it, even at Taste of Alpharetta on both Instagram and Facebook.
Awesome. Well, we're now going to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsor. Planning a wedding, reunion, or corporate meeting in Alpharetta? The Alpharetta Convention and Visitors Bureau offers a variety of complimentary event planning resources to help you during your event or meeting planning process. Their expert team will help you find event venues and meeting space around the area, secure group hotel room nights at Alpharetta's 25 hotels, and provide you with free visitor information to share with your Alpharetta hotel guest. Visit awesomealpharetta.com to learn more. And we're back. All right, we've talked a lot about the food, talked about different kinds of food, talked about the beer garden, but there's going to be things here for people, all kinds of interests, all kinds of ages. There's going to be a family fun zone where I'm guessing some younger children. What can you tell us about that?
So, family fun zone. How can you have an event that's family friendly and not have inflatables and all kinds of snow cones, all kinds of fun things that the families will be able to enjoy? We just have we have two huge areas that are totally dedicated to that, and we're super excited. And right along with that is one of our sponsors, Superior Plumbing, is having a diaper changing station. And moms and dads, this is the place to come. And everything's free. It's complimentary because of their sponsorship. And we're really excited to have them on site because it's worked well in years past. And the convenience of it will be unsurpassed. So
It's great because this is such a family-friendly event.
Mm-hmm.
You want to bring the kids, you want to bring the whole family, and you don't want to have to worry about things like that.
that's right.
And there'll be lots of fun activities for them to burn off all the sugar, all the ice cream and snow cones.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also going to be lots of live entertainment.
Yeah, so this year, instead of having one main stage with a couple different entertainment groups, we have divided it up because of the footprint as a kind of a figure eight. We have a north and south loop. So we've divided up the entertainment. We're having 3 separate areas, kind of 3 little venues within the entire footprint of the event. And we have a little bit of everything at these 3 venues, from blues to roots. We have a great party band, Deep Shag. I'm looking forward to them. They're doing 80s covers, dance music, disco. We have singer-songwriters. We have an indie artist. And the 3 areas these will be, if you're looking at the footprint, we have Old Canton Street. We're going to have a stage there. We're going to have one on Canton, and we're going to have one on Roswell at the corner of Roswell and Old Roswell Street. And for those that are familiar with the event, they'll easily be found, and you can kind of dance the night away or tap your foot if that's your deal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for Cody Oliver, actually. He's a local Atlanta musician. But Jesse Williams' band, they're playing that second set on the Old Canton stage. That should be pretty fun. They have like a soulful bluesy sound that I would kind of imagine seeing at Sweetwater.
Awesome. And Claire, I hear you're a Deep Shag fan.
Deep Shag, I'll be up front. I have not left the 80s yet.
But it's just like there's so much variety in the food that with the music, there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
And now let's turn to the culinary competition, because I think that's, for some people, this is their favorite part of the festival.
Yes, please. So, in an effort to support our renewed focus on food, we made the decision to move the culinary stage to be up front and center at the corner of Roswell and Canton, so where we used to have the main stage before. It's all about location, location, location. We've brought on a new panel of judges, and unfortunately we have about 15 restaurants signed up. And with the panel of judges, we took our time and wanted to make sure we got some that were related to maybe Alpharetta or local areas, and obviously related to food. So we have Cliff Hart, who's from Claude Q's barbecue judge. Well, he's a barbecue judge in Kansas, but he's actually one of ours here in Alpharetta. Seth Friedman from Peach Dish. Shannon Marsh from Salud, the cooking school. Jason Autry from Whole Foods. And the one I'm most excited about is Jasmine Stewart. So she's 13 years old, and she's actually the lovely girl that won season 5 of MasterChef.
Oh,
so
cool.
We'll have our minor celebrity at the Taste this year. So we hope everyone will stop by the stage. People will be there. The restaurants will be there. The chefs will be there, cooking from 5 to 7 or bringing their plates. And we'll have an MC, and we'll be interacting with the audience and the judges. So please come 5 to 7, and also submit your own votes for the People's Choice Award.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, and the People's Choice is so important because you're going to vote at the culinary tent.
Right.
And then the winners, all the winners for all the culinary and People's Choice will be announced on stage at 8:30 p.m.
And People's Choice is for anyone, any restaurant that's at the Taste.
Yeah, any restaurant that's there. So come vote.
Come vote. Let us know who your favorite is. I'm sure it'll be tough to decide because there's going to be so many great restaurants
Yeah.
there.
You can't vote for the beer garden.
All right, so just to wrap this up, how can people come out? Give us the details.
Well, first and foremost, put it on your calendar. It's Thursday night, May 2nd, 5 to 10 p.m. The great thing about this event, it's rain or shine, so come out. We're hoping for for lots of shine. Admission is free.
Yeah.
So when you get on site, you can purchase tickets. To come on site is free. When you get on site, purchase tickets, and you use those for the sampling at all the each of the restaurant booths. And don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram at Taste of Alpharetta, and come visit us.
Awesome.
And if you have to drive, you can park at Wacky World near Wills Park or the Equestrian Center, and we have a complimentary shuttle that'll be stopping off there and dropping people off near the event. So.
Awesome. And you can come over to us. There'll be a Made in Alpharetta booth at the event. So come meet the podcast. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
It was my pleasure. Be sure to rate and review our podcast. It helps people find us. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notifications on new episodes, and follow us on Twitter at Alpharetta Made. See you around town.